So I'm seeing a section of concrete tile over here that slid down from the ridge. Getting a good look at the underlayment underneath of it. Just those will let go. You can see once the sun and UV light hits that underlayment, it just gets dry and brittle. I actually don't see any leaks in this area, but if this doesn't get repaired soon, I would expect this felt to wear through, and then I'd see plywood, and then you got water going right into your attic. So what do you do when you walk into a bedroom and you see something like that? That's telling me we've had a roof leak at some point right above this, or at least somewhere above this area. So I grab my moisture detector. I grab my trusty Tramex, goes in there, tells me if there's any moisture in this area. What this has is two pads on the back, and it sends an electrical signal through there, and it'll tell me if there's moisture within a ½ inch to an inch deep on this drywall. And I don't see anything, but I'm still going to recommend to my client that they have a roofer come out and evaluate this area, because I don't know if it's still leaking or not. This is Arizona. It rains like once every 3 months. Plumbing vents. We keep these plumbing vents really long in the middle part because the plastic pipe only comes up part of the way. You can see that in there. This metal pipe on the outside needs to curl in the inside of that plastic pipe, so when rainwater comes in, it does go into your attic. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that have never been curled in. So these are all likely water entry points into your attic. So we're going to get in there and double check. Look at that big gap right there. All the rainwater could go hit this side and go right into your attic. It's a simple fix. Roofers should have did it when they were out here doing repairs, but they didn't. Another big gap right there. There's one of your drain pipes coming into the attic right there. Doesn't look too bad, but we look at this one here. I don't see any water stains on the sheathing, but you can see all the water that's been running down. Here's the next one, and then the far one back there. They all likely are going to have a little bit of water running down them, just because of the way it was up on the attic there, or up on the roof. That truss looks cracked right there. Isn't it? Crack. Yep. You guys have heard me talk before about drainage in Arizona. In the backyard, it really has nowhere to go. Say we were to get 3 inches of water and it built up back here, there's no drain. No drain on the outside wall. It'll probably sneak under that gate a little bit. But our yards are really designed to drain towards the street. Almost all of our houses down here in Arizona are, except when you come back through and plug up the drain. You can see that they cut this in right there. They just filled in that drain spot, so now water doesn't have anywhere to go. There should be a swale here, allowing all the water that's building up here to get out to the front, but instead this is actually mounded up a little bit. So now we've got water traveling back into the house and out towards the wall. Every time you irrigate this grass, you're putting more and more water next to your foundation. It may not seem like a big deal now, but give it 20, 30 years and see what kind of damage you're going to have in your wall structure, your foundation. It's going to rust out down here. This is an enclosed room on top of a patio, so it's not heated or cooled inside, but those slabs are not made to they're not designed to hold this kind of weight. All that wood and the roofing material on top of it, it's a patio surface, it's not a room. You can tell where they did the stucco repairs too. From here on down, can you tell the difference of texture? Both sides here. It's because you're irrigating right next to your stucco wall. This has all been damaged and they came back through and cleaned it up. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And because this is an enclosed room on a patio, there's no way to ventilate it.
they don't have any ventilation in here. So when moisture builds up through the outside walls on the bottom after you're irrigating, it's got nowhere to go but up. So as it heats up, it's going to evaporate. It's going to go up and into the wall material, into this material. This room's going to get really muggy. The only plumbing fixture I have on right now is the laundry. Something isn't right in that pipe. So we have a good smoke detector in the hallway here, protecting the primary bedroom, and then we have another smoke detector up on top, kind of protecting everything. If you have a smoke coming this way, it's going to protect this bedroom. Now, proper code when we built this house was to have a smoke detector in every bedroom. So they've disconnected the smoke detector in this bedroom and the other two bedrooms on this side of the house. We do have another one up here, so their idea is to protect this side of the home. But they removed that smoke detector and that smoke detector. So what this is meant to do is have a carbon monoxide detector here, because you have an attached garage. And you don't want carbon monoxide to follow you in if this door weren't to close for some reason, and it was left ajar like that, and you had a car running, door closed. You want this area to be protected by a carbon monoxide detector. Protects that room. Carbon monoxide detector in this hallway protects that room and this room. And then smoke detectors in each of the bedrooms and the main room and that bedroom. That's how it should have been. I don't know why they changed it. Weird. Where you going, puppy? Oh, man. What's this doggo doing? Where you going, buddy? This dude is just marching around, marking his territory. You gonna pee there too? Hey! Not even listening to me. That little fella. Going around peeing in everybody's yard. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Take a look at this gnarly window. No, that's not privacy glass. We're in a bathroom, but this is not privacy glass. That's moisture that's gotten in between the window. Not just from the inside, but irrigation on the outside spraying into the house too. This window doesn't even sit up inside the sill very good anymore. There's a lot of gaps to it, but you can see all the moisture that's in between the panes. There's no way to get that out without removing one of these panes of glass. At that point, you usually just end up getting a new window. But that's why in wet areas, your chances of getting moisture in between dual window panes is a lot higher, because there's more chance of moisture coming from the inside or from the outside and getting up in between those window panes. That's pretty gnarly. Just on the other side of this window, just to the bedroom, we've still got the same irrigation issues where it's spraying the house, spraying the stucco over here. It's not as bad, because this is a bedroom. You don't have water infiltrating from both directions, hot and cold pressures and moisture going up, so it isn't quite as bad. We do get a little bit of fogginess on this window, just from the moisture that's drying up on the bottom side of it though.